it is Tonya, Thrifty Treasures, and today I am super excited to bring you another edition of a reseller being featured here on my channel. And today it is Mo and Russ of the Reseller Niche podcast. So I hope that you guys enjoy the video.
Howdy, folks. My name is Mo Fremont. I'm here with Russ Lee, and we are from the Reseller Niche podcast. And we really wanted to start by saying thank you to Tonya, Thrifty Treasures, and her great YouTube channel that we both subscribe to, for letting us on here.
Yes, yeah, that's great. You know, and I've watched some of the others resellers that Tonya, and just letting other resellers on, Tonya, is just a great way to help spread the community and give more love to the community, so to speak.
Absolutely.
And it really fits in. You know, Mo and I work with the Resellers Niche podcast, and our motto is research equals knowledge equals profit, because nobody knows everything.
Nope.
And it's always great to research, and I've seen some great videos that I've already learned from because of that. Research equals knowledge equals profit. So we want to just say thank you very much.
Yep. Thank you so much, Tonya. And I've learned a lot from watching your videos too. And what you're going to see from us right now is just kind of a mashup, a mix of a couple of the past videos we've done with a few new ones, little bits and pieces. And we hope you enjoy it. And if you do, please subscribe to our channel, Reselling Niche Podcast. And you can find us also on Instagram. I'm Niche Reseller, and Russ is at Roaming Pickers.
The Roaming
Pickers. My apologies. The Roaming Pickers. But thank you so much again, Tonya, Thrifty Treasures, and I hope you enjoy this. Have a good one. Thanks, guys. Q3 snuck up on us, I guess, because of July 4th. It kind of got hidden for a couple days, but it's here already. Half the year is over. So we're going to be discussing Q3, our plans, brainstorming, and moving into Q4, real general topic. So I guess, first of all, how was your 4th of July, Russ?
It was good and uneventful.
Uneventful.
I'm past the fireworks age, but they're still cool. How about you?
Oh, well, we can't avoid, I can't avoid the fireworks. I had some on Instagram, but like literally my whole neighborhood for the month of July and maybe half of the month of June, there's fireworks every single night. And I'm talking about like loud fireworks. Just to give you an example, I dropped off my kids to the daycare in the parking lot. On the way there, I could see there was an empty like a beer can, and then like these big, and those are, real fireworks on the ground. So wow. They're all over the place here. It's too easy to get them.
So they're constant. Like now I'm in Louisiana right now, so their fireworks, they can sell like 6 days before 4th of July, and then 4th of July is the last day. So
yeah.
It's not a constant. But
no, they have those, but those fireworks, those are the kind that I get for my kids. I mean, those ones we did some of those, but I'm talking about the ones that people seem to find that are like the real deal. Like it looks like you're at an amusement park or something. Gotcha.
So cool. Yeah, can you believe it? Q3 is here already. Like you said, half the year.
Yep.
Let's talk first about this part of the year, looking back. Q1, Q2. I see a lot of people posting about the slowness at Q2, and I think it's the second half of Q2 that really slows down.
Yeah.
First quarter, you're still running some highs.
Yeah, definitely.
Everybody's got their Christmas money, and they're still buying. So we kind of go through that, and we're in that period that every year that it slows down. And for some people it slows down, some people it doesn't. What do you think summer trends as far now? What do you think is one of the big summer trends that like today? What's today? Today's the 6th.
Yeah.
First part of July. What do you think selling outside of the norm?
Okay, well, I think it's kind of it depends on your platform because we're both eBay and Amazon. So if you're talking about eBay, I mean, there's stuff that sells on both, but I mean, stuff you're kind of getting to the tail end of the water sports, the kids activity type stuff. Like there's a lot of like, for example, they have like those water balloon things. Those are doing well. Like anything to do with like going outside, using water, using outdoor kind of fun activities for the summer. That kind of stuff, like slip and slides, like slip and slide. Like I'm blanking on this, but there's a bunch of little toys that you can get. Like this balloon thing that's not 6 balloons like wrapped together for water balloon throwing or something like
soakers,
that.
That type
all of that kind of stuff. Yeah, that kind of stuff is probably at the tail end. People bought that probably in May. Right now, if you're on Amazon, at least for me, people are gearing up for, I guess, back to school. Some people are even talking about Halloween, but for me, it's people ordering books, ordering supplies for school.
Right.
I do very few bundles, but the one bundle that I did very late last year, I did it in the probably second week of September. I did a bundle of school supplies. I got it from Dollar Store. I put it together. Right. I thought, yo, this is my first like normal bundle. And I thought, okay, this is cool. I sold, I think, one, and I made like 20 of them. They all sold this week and last week.
Right. So you're starting.
And all of,
From a buyer's perspective, it's smarter to buy. So college is starting in about 45 days. They start gearing them. Schools are varied because some schools start as early as the 1st of August.
Anyone?
Oh, yeah. I think, here in Louisiana, I think I heard that August 9th is their start date. So as a buyer's perspective, it's great to get that in early before you do have the big ramp up and prices go up.
Yeah.
So, as sellers, we can kind of capitalize on that to know that even 6 weeks out, start putting our items on like that. I think something too, Mo, in right now that we can have a potential in is, this July is a June and July, but I think July is one of the larger vacation months.
Yeah.
That people are gearing up for that. So some of your vacation items, the whole range of vacation items that can be, your bags, your luggage, of course, big luggage to me is a tough sell because of airlines today.
Yeah, definitely.
I have noticed some vacation items, will sell this time of year. And of course, you always have your one-offs, the electronics, the vintage stuff will sell.
Yeah. On a side note, you just mentioned luggage. I don't know if because I don't fly that much, but every time I do, there seems to be a change in the size that they allow.
No, I'm sorry, that bag won't fit.
No, I'm not. Hey, I'm not checking my bag.
And then I'm not the kind of person that packs a lot of stuff, and I'm not really flying internationally. I'm going domestically. So I think there would be, maybe they already have this, I don't know, but something that has, because they have size charts, but when you get to the airport, maybe they sell luggage specifically geared towards what you can use on a plane now. Maybe that sounds dumb, but you know what I mean?
They do. And what I saw at one store recently in the last couple months, they actually had the same type of box at the airport. There's a box. Put your luggage in. They had the same type of box. Of course, I fly cut rate, or I fly, small domestics. Like the recent flight to here was you can have a personal carry-on. So I use a backpack. I carry no backpack. And that's there's a great travel item there. You go through an airport today and everybody is using backpacks.
Yeah.
It's just, very rarely do they have carry-on. All the way from, I saw families on this trip. It was coming out of Orlando. So, of course, there were families on this trip. And from mom, dad, junior, little sister, and the baby, they all had backpacks on them.
Yeah.
And so, there's a potential vacation item.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think I sold a rolling backpack a couple days back. It was a JanSport, and I didn't know. I sold this on eBay. I didn't know if it was real or not because the wording on the JanSport was kind of spaced. It was like it was like a little bit too much space between the lettering, so I didn't even write JanSport on there. But yeah, that kind of stuff. And what I noticed is the backpacks have the big front section for your laptop now.
Right. Yeah.
That's more and more common.
So we've got a couple people in live chat, and Danvers. Hey, first of all, hey everybody, thanks for coming over. Danvers is saying swim clothes, summer clothes, textbooks of Amazon is kind of what they're doing. You know, it's just summertime. You know, you got to start gearing. So not only that, you know, let's talk about the end of Q4, or I'm sorry, the end of Q3, Mo. You've got the first part, you know, the summer, and then you've got fall. So, you know, start ramping up for that fall time too, because it does get cold.
Hey guys, this is just a quick video here to accompany episode number 3 about 1/6 scale items. This is Mo here, and these are 3 items I just picked up at Savers, about $10.99 each. Classic limited edition G.I. Joe. Yo, Joe! So basically, your regular 12-inch figures. And this would be the type of thing I guess would be classified as 1/6 scale. Basically just means 12-inch figure. Not all of them are made by just regular toy companies. Usually it's something like Hot Toys, or there are a few other companies out of Hong Kong and Japan. But these ones I thought were pretty cool. They're $10.99, going for about, I think on eBay, between $32 and $90. Solds are about $30 to $40 though. So just a quick resource to go with our last podcast from Claro about 1/6 scale stuff. And I'm probably going to get some stuff from him, some more custom items that we can look at, and that way we can kind of delve more into that, and we'll probably have him back in again on the show. So check us out on Facebook and on the Reseller Niche podcast. Thanks.
Hey everybody, it's Russ. We were just talking about tools with Terry Huffman on that one episode, and I ran across this recently. Actually, I found it as I was throwing some trash away, and it is an antique or a vintage chisel. And it is from a company called Baltimore, USA. I looked it up, and the comps are running about $18 to $20. So you can see that even tools that you can find are valuable, and you can list them up, and it's rough looking, and it's vintage. You can see where it's been hammered down, but you never know, somebody might want it. Take care.
Hey guys, Mo here. I just found this sign. I'm going to do a short video about it. It was actually outside by the dumpster. It looks like a Looney Tunes tin sign. I don't know if it's vintage or how old. I'm guessing from the 90s. Yep, it's definitely tin. Looks pretty clean. And let's see what else. Manufactured by Crystal Art Group, football made in USA. WB's probably Warner Brothers. Yep, Looney Tunes characters. Trademarked to Warner Brothers. 19 got cut off, so I don't know 19 what. But I did look up a couple of these before online. The comps are not that great, between $10 and $20. Not bad for something that's free. One thing I've been reading about Warner Brothers, I guess they used to have a Warner Brothers store or a studio store that was open in the, I don't know if it opened in the early 90s, but I know it shut down somewhere in the mid to late 90s. So some of the stuff, probably not this, is worth something, worth quite a bit actually, because obviously the store's closed and you can't get that stuff anymore. So you might want to look up stuff that was made or sold at the Warner Brothers Studio store, I think it's called. And so yeah, I'm going to put this up and see how much it goes for. We'll probably be able to get 15 to 20 bucks, I'm guessing. Maybe more if I can push it. So thanks, and check us out on the Reseller Niche podcast or on YouTube. And we've also got our Facebook group that just opened up. Thanks. Have a good one.
That sale sucked.
Hey guys, it's just another short video about vintage board games this time. This one I picked up at a thrift store for a couple dollars. It's Blockbusters, the English version. There was an American version of this TV show. It's a quiz show from the mid-'80s.
And here is the host of Blockbusters, Bob Holness.
I picked it up actually just because I used to have this game. And it's not actually worth that much. I looked at the eBay solds. It's about, I think it went for $13 plus shipping is the highest one. So it's not a bestseller, but there are a lot of vintage board game that do well. But as far as the ones that go with game shows, usually it's kind of hit and miss. I've seen a lot of newer game show ones that just aren't worth very much. So this one, let's see if all the pieces are there. I think so. When is this from? This is from 1986. So let's take a look at the back. Yeah, nothing good there. So yeah, got the questions, the board, and the pieces. So yeah, check them out. I'm probably going to give this one to my brother. I doubt I'm going to sell it because it's not really worth that much. But okay, until the next one, check us out on Facebook. Reseller Niche is the name of the Facebook group. Talk to you later. Bye.